Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Recipe with Dr. Stepheny Finnie. It is my hope that through each segment, you will receive ingredients to live your best life. One seasoning I am personally passionate about is in the area of health and wellness. In fact, I host an Instagram Live weekly titled, Do You Know What's in Your Feminine Care? But I will speak more about this at the end of the show. As always, I have another special guest. Not only is she a mother and a retired Army veteran, she is also the founder and president of Friendship is the New Pretty 2 Incorporated. Please welcome Miss Laurie Julian to the recipe.
Hi.
Hello. Hey, Miss Julian, how are you?
Great. And you?
I am good. Welcome to the recipe.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. And thank you for your service.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I am really excited about today's conversation. But before we get started, please share background about you and your nonprofit with the audience.
Okay. I am the president and founder of Friendship is New Pretty, and our mission is to give back to women and children that are less fortunate through community service projects, empowerment, and promoting positivity while making lifelong friends. So this organization just sitting in my living room, I'll say it's been about 3 years ago now. Sitting in my living room, I was even watching something that was like, why it just came to you, why are women so negative toward each other? We all were uniquely and wonderfully made in God's right in our own, individually, we all beautiful. So there's no reason to, like, as my daughter say, to hate on the next woman. We should be uplifting each other, encouraging each other, networking and sharing things, together in a positive light. So that's how it actually started. And I called some ladies. So we started doing like once a month. Coming over, bringing food, talking about social things, praying together, crying together, playing games. And so I was like, okay, friendship, because I just thought about friendship in that nature. I'm like, friendship is actually supposed to be pretty. It should not be ugly. And so that's how the name actually came into existence, and it's federally trademarked. And then, but God revealed to me that, hey, this is bigger than what you think. And so that's how, he led me to do the community service aspect. And that's how that came to be a part of it, doing community service. And so that's my passion, and that's God's purpose for my life. And so one year, October the 1st, 2019, I actually had a brain aneurysm hemorrhagic stroke. So I actually had to learn to walk again, cognitive functions. When I tell you God is definitely a healer, as my husband always say, you died on that day because I stopped breathing or whatever. But my purpose is to give back to women and children. So, I won't complain about the minor scars that I still have. The fact that he gave me life. That's why I say happy, whatever day of the week. And some people are like, what's so happy about it? The fact that you woke up because somebody didn't. So that's what my drive and, encouraging and, just being positive. No negativity is what my organization is all about. Just spreading positivity and love and, doing God's handiworks is what we're supposed to do to give back to others that are less fortunate.
Well, that's awesome. And I apologize. I did not know you were married. So, Mrs. Laurie Julian.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. I didn't know that. So, thank you. And I'm glad that you explained the name because I was going to ask how that was created.
Right. It just nothing but God's lead, because I was sitting on the couch. I can't recall. It was either a TV show, and you know how you watch the shows, and it's like, why are they so negative and why are they fighting? It just came to me, and it's like, friendship is truly pretty. So, like, that's how it should be. When you exchange with other women, it should be in a positive light. So that's exactly how I came to. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Came into existence.
So is there a Friendship is the New Pretty 1? Because yours is Friendship is the New Pretty 2.
So actually, I have an LLC. So Friendship is New Pretty is just the LLC where we have different products. And of course, the proceeds support the mission of the nonprofit. So one is the LLC. Friendship is New Pretty LLC is our website that we have on Shopify. And then Friendship is New Pretty is the actual nonprofit. And actually, we're having our Founders Day coming up May the 8th. In San Antonio, Texas, from 7 to 9 at the Loft Hotel. And it's a celebration where it'll be 2 years that we've actually been a nonprofit organization. So we're going to celebrate, and all the proceeds, of course, go back to the nonprofit organization to benefit our community service outreach.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I read in your bio that you are a 501c3.
Yes, we
And for
are.
those who don't know exactly what that means, can you explain that, please?
Yes, a 501c3 is an organization that's tax exempt from the federal government. So you can actually, make a donation and, write it off on your taxes. The government will
Yeah.
give you a tax break. So we
Awesome.
were celebrating it in 2 year it'll be 2 years, May the 9th.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, I know that you're a nonprofit and people have different perceptions about nonprofits. So, are there any common myths that you would like to, you know, eliminate or explain about nonprofits? Like some people say, what's a nonprofit? So they don't, they don't need money or they don't need, and it's like, no, that's not what that means. I've heard that many times in
Right.
circles of nonprofits. So I'll let you take it from there.
So we actually need funds to be able to we're not trying to make a profit. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
get rich. I do this because this is God's purpose for my life. And I want to give back to, especially like the women that have been battered, the battered women and children. My
Mm-hmm.
heart goes out to them as being a domestic, violence survivor myself. So I give back so we need funds to be able to continue to do our outreach into the community and let us be able to expand to a bigger audience or bigger people who are in need to be able to help them out. So we actually need, funds and donations and, so we'll be able to be sustained.
Okay. Okay. Have you heard of the Families First Coronavirus Response Act?
Not here.
Okay, that's all right. Well, the reason I was
I think
asking is because I heard about it and I know that
mm-hmm,
it does apply to nonprofits with fewer than 500 employees. And
mm-hmm,
it's like a temporary relief that provides expanded family and medical leave and paid sick leave for coronavirus related absences. And it took effect on April the 2nd, 2020. And the way it works is that nonprofits are reimbursed dollar for dollar for required family paid and medical leave through a refundable tax credit. And that's applied against the employer person of the payroll and taxes at the end of each quarter. So I'm
mm-hmm.
going to send you some information on that because
Yes.
I just found out about that as I was looking at your phenomenal website.
Thank you.
So I'm going to send you some information on that because I think that that's something that could be beneficial to your nonprofit. So,
Okay. And yeah, I have employees, so I'm not sure if that's a requirement. Everybody volunteers. Like, so I'm grateful
okay.
for the ladies. Like, we actually have membership. So if you want to be an annual, membership, or if you want to be a lifetime. So we're always looking for positive people to be a part of our committees. We have a social media committee. We have a fundraising committee. We have a membership committee. So if you have ideas, you're positive, we're just always looking for things to make the organization better and to go forward.
Okay. Awesome. So where does most of your funding come from, if you don't mind me asking? Is it,
So a lot of my funding comes from my pocket. So my husband is always like,
oh,
"You need to get some grants." So I actually, because like I said, this is God's purpose for my
yeah.
life. Of course, we do we did the Double Good, fundraiser a couple of weeks ago, and of course, we're going to do the Rain fundraiser. So, but majority of the funding, like. And my bookkeeper is always fussing at me. You have to stop doing that. So, but I'm like, so now I learn how to do it. So now I just make personal donations to the nonprofit account. And so that way she can account for it. And once we do actually apply for some grants, get the funding going. So that's what we're working on. I have a grant team. We're finally about to, get together and get some actual grants going. But majority right now is just the fundraisers, people that are, don't they believe in the mission and they actually donate, and we do like the Amazon Smile. So, if you're on Amazon Smile, you can add the organization as your charity of choice, and Amazon
Nice.
would donate 0.5% of your purchase at no cost to you back to the organization on a quarterly basis. So once you do it once, you fill out the organization Friendship is New Pretty too, it'll automatically, when you place your order, to say $1.28 went to Friendship is New Pretty. So I mean, it's not much, but if you have several hundred people doing it, it can be a lot. And it is, they don't have to do that, but they do. So we
Yeah,
appreciate.
I will remember that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that you were one of the ones. So I am a part of that. So I will make that happen. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You mentioned fundraisers and you are doing one through Rain Feminine Care.
Yes.
And just to explain a little bit about that, because we're going to put that up on the screen so they can see the actual link, is that the company or the organization sets up a fundraiser online. So everything's done online. And then the company or thank you very much, the individuals who purchase product, which is the Rain sanitary packs, that's feminine care, It's purchased for $10 a package. $3 goes back to the organization for each pack purchase, and they get all of the product. So it's a win-win because you get the money and you get the product to use for a lot of your outreach. Because I did notice through your website that you do a lot with reference to, women's shelters and things like that. So feel free to elaborate.
So we actually have a partnership with Genesis Battered Women and Children Shelter, which is located in Dallas, Texas. So I fly back and forth between Dallas and San Antonio. Then we partner in San Antonio with A New Life for a New Generation, which is a nonprofit organization that gives like parenting class, diapers and wipes. So we try to purchase diapers and things of that nature. And then also we partner with Battered Women and Children Shelter here in San Antonio. We partner with the Strong Foundation, which is another homeless shelter, Sam's Ministry, which is another homeless shelter, and the Children's Shelter. So we actually have events coming up May the 8th, like at 10:45. We go where people from the community have, they will donate, or some of the members as well, to do hair, makeup. We donate slightly used clothes. We do donate hygiene products. I have somebody that's going to do nails, and it's just a day of pampering it to make them feel like that they are beautiful, no matter what they're going through that temporary storm of being homeless. So that's what we do to try to give back to the community. In the past, we've actually provided childcare because of COVID, though they don't really want us to do that. So they'll probably have the workers to do it. But yeah, so we just go out and we be like a personal assistance to them, let them get their hair, makeup, nails done, choose some clothes, and we provide breakfast as well. And so, we just want to make them feel like they still are pretty and they do matter.
You mentioned COVID. How has that changed
Yes.
the way you do things with your organization? Because I know everyone has had to pivot and shift with the pandemic.
Yes, well, since the pandemic, so we haven't been able to go into Genesis in Dallas. So Strong Foundation will actually be able to go back there when we do the kids' time. So that's why their parents are in life planning classes that they have to attend, and we kind of do activities with the kids and provide snacks and stuff with them. So they're actually helping start later, but they only want 5, because normally I take about 10 ladies with me. So now we can only take 5 volunteers at this time frame, and of course, and still wear masks. And then Sam's Ministries is going to be about 10. Normally we have about 20 ladies because it's so big. And it is rewarding to see. So I think about the first time we did, because this will be our 3rd time on Sam's Ministry. The first time we did it, one of the ladies was braiding one of the daughters of the lady's hair. And I was like, "Are you going to prom?" And she was like, "No, ma'am." We were like, "Okay, so why are you not going to prom?" And she was like, "My mom doesn't have the money." And that just touched all of our hearts. So of course, we got all these ladies and Muslims, a lot of them are military as well, retired military. I work for the federal government. And so they're like, "Okay, I got some dresses. I got this." So of course she picked had the selection of 10 dresses she could pick from, and she picked one, and then of course we paid for her to get the alterations. One of the ladies did her hair. They actually took her to prom, did her makeup for prom, picked her up for prom, gave her some money, took her to eat. So it was just a true blessing. Her mom just cried. Her mom just cried. She was truly heartfelt and grateful. So I still talk to them to this day, because they actually have moved from Sam's Ministry, from the facility. So her mom finally finished her nursing assistant. So it's definitely, a hand up instead of a hand out at Sam's Ministry. So they're trying to ensure that they can be able to sustain their lifestyle once they move out on their own and their transitions. And so once they transition, we also give a starter basket. So the starter basket has washing powder, sheets, pillows, pillowcases, bleach, I think all the things in the basket, brooms, mops. So we try to set them off. Okay, here's a little, gift just to get you started to your new place. And we do that, as an as-needed basis throughout the year. So the coordinators just contact me, "Hey, we have so-and-so moving." So then we'll just drop off the baskets and make sure that they have everything they need. And so majority of things pillow drives for the Strong Foundation. So that doesn't really require us to go there. So if the ladies are donating, or we actually have the pillow drive on Amazon, because you can place your charity list, and you can go on Amazon and purchase the pillows and purchase the sheets. So I have a stack sitting in my hall right now. So we dropped off about 15 to the Strong Foundation, 15 sheet sets, 15 pillows. And then so we just that's our initiative with them. Right, quarterly we give them pillows and sheets, because how the people can live in their shelter, they can only stay there for 7 months. So after 7 months, you got a new family coming in. So they're constantly rotating. So of course, sanitary reasons, they let them take those sheets and those pillow sets with them. So we just try to build their rapport and make sure that they're well, have everything that they need to be able to support the next family.
You guys do a lot of work. That is so awesome. I was curious because I did see the annual Women's Day at Sam Ministries, but now you've explained it, so that's perfect. And
Right.
then the Strong Foundation, that's the hygiene products, right? Where you provide the
So
hygiene products.
So
And
we do it off of, so the hygiene products, we'll do that as well with Sam's Ministry. We're going to
oh,
provide
okay.
that as well. But then we do Strong Foundation, like throughout the year. We purchase pillows, we purchase sheets, we purchase washing powder. Because like when we couldn't go, I would just text the coordinator, hey, what do you all need? And she'd be like, hey, we need washing powder, we need tissue. So I just get on Amazon and I get the ordering. So that's kind of how we do what, as needed. What do they need? How can we help? And so we sponsor meals like for the Genesis Battle Women's Shelter. We sponsored a coat drive. So we got about 80 something coats. About 20 of them was new. Of course, people just made donations and wanted, hey, just go buy the coat. And of course, we did that as well. And then we sponsor meals. So I have a lady that, that cook the meals and I pay her. And then we drop off the meals. And they're so happy just to get, a home cooked meal. So we've done that about 3 times. So I'll go there that weekend and we're just sponsor the meal. So just trying to give them something different and something to look forward to and let them know like the storm doesn't last always. I'm a witness, especially the ones about it, just let them know, I too understand where you've been, but this is where you can go.
I find this organization awesome. I wanted to ask you about your annual trunk or treat and community baby shower. That sounds interesting.
So actually that is tomorrow. I have to drop off my things. So the one for that's usually that's for New
I,
Life.
I
A
didn't
New
know
Life.
that, I promise.
So that's for a new life, a new generation. So
Okay.
she's a blessing to the community. So that's the one we do the diapers and wipes. So the trunks and treats, that was the one where you just sponsor like whatever she needs. Like if she needs the candy or prizes, whatever, she'll call me, hey, I need blah blah blah. So now I have to go get the baby tubs and all those things. I'm glad we talked about
Oh,
that and dropped it off to her as well tomorrow because it's doing workout, so I won't be able to attend, but I just need to drop off the things that we're donating as well, like the diapers and things of the nature. And then we always sponsor a Halloween thing at the Battle Women and Children Shelter. So we sponsor a booth. So just say like if we got the painting booth, like of course because of COVID, we couldn't go this year. So we actually had to just send the products, the paint, like if we was making our booth, the things to decorate our booth, the prizes, the candy, and things of that nature. So we definitely operate different, but they're slowly allowing, like the children's shelter, we sponsor dinner like Chick-fil-A. And so the kids like, we haven't had Chick-fil-A and we don't know when or whatever. So we purchased Chick-fil-A and then we did like we have a Friendship is New Cool as our kind of like children's mentoring program that focuses on, bullying and self-esteem and let them know that friendship is cool. So I think if you can start with children at a young age to teach them, that being a friend to somebody doesn't mean bully them, then they'll be a better person in society, be a more productive citizen in society.
agreed. What are your most urgent needs right now with, your organization? Is it money? Is that the
I
main?
would say yes, money, because we're slowly. So we actually have utility assistance where they can apply for like
Oh,
on a quarterly basis for like $150. But the key thing they have to do is volunteer at least twice a year. So we want you to be able to not just come back and say, okay, they give away money, let me go over there. We want there to be some type of incentive for you to get the funds or whatever. So our funds is like more so we can build our funds. So, once we get the word out and we're giving it, we don't want to run out of funds. So I would say money.
okay. Okay. And then people can donate in other ways.
Oh yes, you can donate pillows, you can donate clothes, you can donate like I said, we prepare meals if you want to donate food, if you whatever your heart desires, there's always somebody that can use something that's less fortunate than we are.
Okay. Okay. I know that, just being honest, scams have been around for a long time, but they've increased with the pandemic. So, a lot of people are wanting to see more transparency in their charitable organizations. So for those who
Mm-hmm.
want to donate, but they want to know where the money is being directed,
Mm-hmm.
what can you offer, just to give them that that comfort and assurance that my donation is going exactly where you say it's going to go.
You can come with me like, to pick up the items. You can go with me to volunteer at the facilities, because like I said, we're always looking for volunteers. And we're pretty much, if you want to be a member, we go over like what the finances and on our monthly meetings, what are we spending it on? This is what we had coming in this month, this is what we have going out, and this is what we purchased this month. So we have I have a board, so there's checks and balances of every single thing. So like I always tell people, I'm not about to go to jail for $25. You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious, because I do a lot, like I said, out of my pocket that, in order to not bankrupt, the funds that we do have for the organization. So that's why I'm gun ho. I was like, I got to get some grants, I started applying for different things so we can, expand what we have going on.
Absolutely. Has it been different with the shift? I know we've talked about the pandemic and everything, and with the shift to, because of the things you can versus you can't do, but has it been better with the online focus more so than previously? Because I know a lot of things are more so online now than they are face to face. Has that been good or bad or both?
I'll say it's good, but it's always better to be able to go and actually like talk to the ladies. How are you doing? What are you doing? Because of course online you don't really get to see them. You're just dropping off things, where before you actually have interactions with them so you can build that rapport. You know what I'm saying? So like this will be the first time we'll be out actually on the facility in May at the one. So that'll be good to be able to talk to them, see how they're doing, what are their interests, what are their needs, how they just hanging on in life. Some people always need somebody to talk to.
Absolutely. And I'm surprised that, I can't say I'm surprised. It's just, I was thinking that maybe there was some type of way where with the different areas, I know with the shelters and so forth, maybe they had areas where you could still communicate with them virtually. I know it's not the same, but
So yeah,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so they have like on-site coordinators, because we actually wanted to do like some of my members are actually domestic survivors as well. So we were going to do a video, just advocating for domestic violence or whatever. But they all have their own. The shelters all have their own coordinators, so they don't really want to interact, that part in their own therapists and stuff. So we're just going to do it as just part of the organization, just outreach against domestic violence, like kind of like a public service video.
Okay. I know that you are a retired Army veteran. And again, thank you for your service. Do you feel that plays a part in what you do now and the reason that you're so passionate about your nonprofit?
I would say like as far as structure, and the military has, been, like I say, great to me or whatever. I would say, but I think my upbringing and how I was raised, it's just in me and in nature, and what my mom taught me, to do in life. And always, because she was always giving to others, giving to her brothers and sisters. She would give people her last, and even though they might be like just say bad mouthing her or something, she was always helping people. So I kind of just pick that up.
Absolutely. I believe that's something that has to be in a person. So that's awesome, and thank you.
Yes, it's a blessing to be a blessing to others. And I try to tell people that, understand God's purpose for my life was for me to give back, and as well encourage others to give back, because you never know what day that you might be in that same situation.
That's right. Well, we're going to take a break, and then we will be back in just a minute with Miss Laurie Julian, President of Friendship is the New Pretty 2 Incorporated.
Hey, it's your girl Lisa Dene, and I want to tell you about a product that has changed my life. Rain Premium Sanitary Napkins. Rain products are infused with a Nobel Prize-winning material called graphene. It's the graphene strip that provides the various health benefits that can improve your quality of life during that time of the month. Listen, I've been very loyal to a certain brand of feminine products, but I've never experienced the results I get with Rain products. The difference is in the graphene strip. Using Rain products has totally eliminated the painful cramps I experience, and it can also help balance your body's pH, eliminate harmful bacteria, and help fight fatigue. Graphene moves heat away from your core to keep you cool and comfortable. Ladies, it's time to upgrade your feminine care with products that not only offer protection, but also improve your health and wellness. Place your order today and receive your premium sanitary napkins delivered directly to your door. Visit www.drfcare.com to make your purchase today. And don't forget to mention that your girl Lisa Dene and Stunner Radio sent you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Recipe with Dr. Stepheny Finnie. I have the founder and president of Friendship is the New Pretty 2 Incorporated, Mrs. Laurie Julian. Ms. Julian, welcome back.
Thank you.
Awesome. So what would make the greatest difference in helping your organization get better at what it does currently?
I would say I have about 32 members. They're a great group of ladies. But of course, like myself, everybody works full time. So I would say an excellent volunteer that maybe works part-time can work part-time for the organization, volunteering their services to be able to, help out with some things, some day-to-day operations, because right now, full-time work, I get out from work and then I have to try to get everything done that I need to have and the things we coming up to keep up with the schedule. So, I think just more people that have more time to be able to commit to helping out the organization. And of course, funding is always a plus as well. But God has blessed us and blessed me to be able to provide and do things that are needed. So I won't complain about that part.
Absolutely. So I told you that your website is phenomenal.
Thank you.
And yes, absolutely. And I wanted to ask you about your annual toy drives and, the things I see. I mean, it's just so much going on.
So we do that for the past 2 years. We've done the toy drive for the Strong Foundation. So, Of course, we collect toys. Anybody who wants to give, they'll send me the toy, or they'll give me actually funds for, to go purchase more toys. And then I go out and, of course, the organization purchases so many toys in addition to like what everybody donates. And then we, of course, drops it off at Strong Foundation. So they truly are grateful. They're always grateful for the things that we do. So.
What about your mentor? It's sponsor Friendship is the New Cool Mentorship Programs. How does that work?
So that's kind of what we talked about earlier when we went to the children's shelter. I was telling you about, so that was part of what we do when we go, because of course it's all kids that are there. And so like we have some ladies that go with the babies. We have some ladies that go, they have them sectioned off like different ages, all the way up to teenagers, of course. The children's shelter of kids has been taken from their parents or whatever. So of course we have a slideshow. We give them a Friendship is New Cool bracelet, just the incentive, to let them know that it is cool to be a friend versus being a bully. And we kind of encourage them, and ask different little questions like, what do you think a friend is, or, about bullying and how that makes, the kids feel, and just let them know that, they too can be, an encourager to somebody else, and being nice and just letting them know that kindness matters. Kindness matters, because you see a lot of suicide with just kids, babies, and you're like, what happened? Like, why is it? And I know kids can be cruel. So just teaching them and getting to them at a young age will make them a better and more productive person in society.
We had another special guest a few weeks ago, Dr. Katrina Sparks, who is an educator of children with special needs. And she had done that. She's been doing that for over 25 years. And she was saying that with the shift because of COVID and doing things virtually, now they're getting back into the homes a little more in facilities, but they still have to come in with masks and so forth. But she was saying that we would be amazed the things that the kids have to deal with. And then COVID adds another piece of that.
Right.
Have you noticed in, now getting back into the facilities and things like that, are there some things, and we're not asking for any names, of course, all of this is anonymous, but as far as your mentoring is concerned, does that have to go to another level because of the things that people are dealing with because of, even before COVID, and now because of COVID, it's more impactful because they are inside dealing with it rather than able to get out and, just see something different? Have you noticed the difference?
So we haven't been able, like I said, they're not letting us back into the facility till like July. So I haven't been
Okay.
able to
Okay.
witness, but what
Okay.
I've heard different parents say about their kids, like their kids
Okay.
were like failing, from home, no social skills and things. So I think it has to be interacted in a different way. We're actually trying to partner with Los Camalosas, can't say the name of the school. One of my members, my social media chair, actually works for the school. So I'm waiting on to get with her principal because we actually want to, and they have an all girls school. So we actually want to incorporate that program, at their school where we go in, the teachers, when they notice acts of kindness. So I actually did a presentation for them a couple of months ago. When they notice acts of kindness, they give them a bracelet. So it's kind of like a reward system and give them some type of um, reason to want to be kind, to kids. So just start teaching it, while they're young, so they'll know that kindness matters and you hurts people's feelings. So whatever class like does the most during a quarter, so just say we'll give a pizza party, or just trying to give them some reasons to want to be better, and hopefully it works, to make them be better kids, better adults as well.
Okay. Awesome. Well, you talk about volunteering, and I know that, there's an application on your site and so forth. Is it certain times, or is it any amount of time that someone can give? I guess I'm trying to figure out more about the volunteer opportunities, and if someone wants to volunteer in a specific area, is that possible?
Yes. So our vision statement is actually to become a nationally known brand name known for fostering selfless service and positivity. So one day I hope to be all across the United States, but right now we're only in Dallas and we're in San Antonio. So you can always sign up if you just want to be a volunteer. So like I have like about 25 people that all they do is just let me know if you're short on volunteers. They want volunteers. But then I have like 32 members who actually, like, our annual membership is only $25 a month. And I have one lifetime member, which is $500 a month. So they're actually on committee. So they're actually involved in the change and they're involved in the process of the organization. So if you want to actually be involved in what goes on to the day-to-day operations, then you can become a member. Actually, if you just want to volunteer, you sign up. And when I don't have enough members, then I can call you for a volunteer opportunity.
I know we talk a lot about women and kids and so forth, but I don't want to exclude the men. So are there any opportunities for men to get involved? And then how does that work when dealing with men that are included in the process of having needs? Are they included? I guess
So
is
yes,
what I
so
wanted to
men
ask.
can actually be associate members of the organization. And like just say when we go to Sam's ministry, they actually don't want men to volunteer. But depending on what we have and if it's a fundraiser or something we need dropped off or we're going to prepare an event, men can come out and give their insight on that portion and be a member,
Okay.
just supporting our outreach things, so they can actually be an associate member. But you're not actually involved in like the actual meetings because that empowerment piece and that part that we're trying to get the women's to talk about, because we usually have pre-COVID, we'd have like a monthly mixer right before
Okay.
COVID. That's where I told you how it originally started. So that was like that bonding time when you talk about different things, female things that women probably wouldn't talk about in front of men. But actually once COVID gets under control, then we're going to do our co-ed mixers where you bring your spouse or you bring your boyfriend, and we talk about things as couples or male and females, so they can actually be associate members.
I think that's awesome that you said that about being able to talk as couples, because I'm sure with everything that's going on, just, let's say you're in a facility and then you add the stress of COVID, there needs to be some, the ability to talk about our relationship and how we're trying to make it through this with kids and, just life. So that's awesome.
Exactly. So yes, we don't want to exclude the men. We love to have men as associate members as well. They can sign up on the site as well.
Good. And then I wanted to talk to you about women, because it's funny that you mentioned, women, sometimes they need to talk about women things. And that I am an ambassador for Rain Feminine Care. And I always tell people that periods don't stop for pandemics. They don't stop for hurricanes, tornadoes, anything. It can pop up anywhere. And I believe in making period conversations normal, because it's a normal thing. Women give birth to boys and girls who grow up and become men and women. So it shouldn't be a taboo subject. Nevertheless, I'll say before COVID, because now I'm clear, July is when you're actually going to be able to get back into the facilities. But pre-COVID, were there some issues and some situations that you had to deal with, of course, anonymously speaking, with women that you felt was key to what your organization was geared towards? So any women issues, that women are dealing with? Because again, I know sometimes we just need to talk about us.
When you say women issues, things
Yeah.
of like they have going on like in their like home life or something like that.
Anything that your organization may have, been able to really contribute to, whether it was mentoring, whether it was, any of your projects, because you have so many projects on your site that you
So,
do.
so I guess I would say like the most second, reward. I'm gonna say first, because when we did the birthday, we sponsored the birthday party for like about 80 kids at the Battered Women and Children Shelter. So in talking with, like some of the women's, like they've been battered, and then their babies, like months old babies, the men had actually, how can you just abuse a child? How can you abuse a woman, and the things that they go through, and just knowing that, okay, just in giving them encouraging words, and they're just happy that somebody, came and showed, because what they do is they celebrate the kids' birthday, all in 1 month. If your birthday is June, we're gonna have a birthday party for all the kids of June. And so of course, we buy the prize, the birthday prize that tells us how many kids. We'll buy, of course, a birthday gift. And we do like karaoke, we sing, and then, some of the ladies talk to the different mothers, just to get you take on life, what they have going on, and how can we encourage you to be better and let them know. Like I said, I have a lot of ladies. I was surprised. We gathered probably about 8 or 9 ladies that actually have gone through domestic violence and were willing to share their story. So it's always when you can see that somebody came through the storm, that you can make it through the storm. So I think that's very important.
Yes, I agree. And I know that you make references to, God and et cetera. How does your religion and your spirituality play a part in what you do?
Oh, that's number one. Like I said, guys, we all, here to do a greater purpose, to, give back to other people, and that's God's purpose for our life, to do his handiwork. So if somebody is less fortunate, you should be, and you have the means, you should be trying to help that person. Because like I say, it's a blessing to be able to bless other people. You know what I'm saying? If I'm blessed, I'm going to continue to be blessed when I sow those seeds. So that's why I said we don't have much funds, but I've been blessed with, with my job and my military, to be able to give back to other people.
I see. Oh, okay. LaFlower Virgil Bowie says, so nice to provide birthday experiences for kids. You can feel free to expound on that.
Yes, and we actually hired 2 characters. It was Spider-Man, and I forget the name of the other character, but I had 2 characters to come out, because just giving them something different that normally they don't get. So they were very excited. Of course, all the little kids running up to the SpongeBob. So you can't take pictures of them because, of course, they're in hiding.
Oh.
So they'll let you take a picture with them, just for our record. So we have like with the characters, and of course you have to get the back of them. So because we don't want to expose them to where they are or whatever. So that's always rewarding when they're excited and, get their little party bags. Like just like if it was, I was giving a kid for one, a birthday party for my kids. I try to do the same when I give them those experiences.
I think that's so key. And I love that you said, I try to give them the same as what I would give for my own kids, because I believe that it's genuine then, and they really feel it, because you want you want kids to feel loved. I think that's the big thing that is missing is, the love, and they've been through so much. So maybe, just to get that means so much to them.
Yes, it does. But I'm starting to get emotional when I start thinking about it. So I was like,
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna lift it up. Well, I want to talk to you. I want to ask about your coat drive, because when I called you to talk about coming onto the show, you were like, I have coats all in my hallway at that time, and I was like, okay, really, what's going on with all these coats?
Yes, so we sponsor a coat drive for. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Emotional, really. But we sponsor a coat drive.
You care.
For the Strong Foundation, and we got about 82 coats for them, and then in Dallas we got about it was 80 coats in Dallas for, for the coat drive. So of course everybody tell the ladies, get your slightly used coats and, clean out your closets and bring them to me. So, and that's what they do. And of course people just make monetary donations and I send them a tax form and I go to Burlington Coat Factory and then I purchase more coats. So we just want to make sure the kids are warm and have what they need and have a variety, something different like other kids.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we have a place here. I can't think of the name, but it's a dry cleaners. And every right before Christmas, I think it's around Thanksgiving. If you give them your gently used coats, they actually have someone that stitches if it's a button missing, if it's a hole, they fix it up and they dry clean it, and then they give it to the child that needs it. So I don't know if that's being done, but that would be something great to look into because then that way, people still give it. It might be gently used, but I think that's just so key to.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So you might want to look into that. I know here, I don't know the name. Puritan Cleaners. That's the name of it. They're the ones that do it here in Virginia, and I think that's just so awesome. So just a thought. Nevertheless, we're going to take a break, everybody, and then we will be back with Mrs. Laurie Julian, president of Friendship is the New Pretty 2 Incorporated. Thanks so much. All right.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, comedian actress Coca Brown. And I got to give a huge shout out to my girl, Dr. Stepheny Finnie, because she put me on. What? To the Jewel sanitary napkin. These babies are amazing. Not only are they good to me, they're good for me. Not only do they help with absorption, moisture control, and protection, because yes, sometimes I like to wear white, but these babies also have a great ingredient called graphene that helps with cramps. Huh? Are you kidding me? So you're telling me that I'm protected and I can control my moods a little bit? I love it. So please make sure you hit up my girl, Dr. Stepheny Finnie. They have a variety of sizes for every kind of flow, whether it's heavy, light, overnight, she got you. So make sure you hit up my girl, Dr. Stepheny Finnie, and get you some Jewel sanitary napkins today. I strongly endorse these, honey, especially if you're like me. You need all the help you can get for that time of the month. All right?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Recipe with Dr. Stepheny Finnie. I have Miss Laurie Julian with us, and she is president of Friendship is the New Pretty 2 Incorporated. Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, so I want to talk about sponsorship. And how can individuals, become sponsors? How does that work?
So we actually have like a corporate sponsorship type thing. So like for small businesses, like if you just want to be like on our Facebook page, you would pay $100. And of course, that'll just get your name, like your name and company logo on our Facebook page. So if people are sure it'll be like a hyperlink if they want to go to your page, they come to our page, they can see, that you're a corporate sponsor and click on whatever products that you're selling or that you want to advertise there. Or the next level is $250, which is, of course, our Facebook page and our actual website page. Then we'll have a place for you so people can click on the corporate sponsorship page. And if you want to be the executive corporate page, which is $500 annual, when we have events like we're having our Founding Day fundraiser, a mixer, of course, we would have your logo displayed there. And of course, you would be on the website page and you would be on the Facebook page. So all of our platforms, you would actually have to be able to display your company's logo, basically free advertising.
Always welcome.
Yes.
So what are your organization's goals for 2021? You have anything big that you're looking to do?
Just our initiatives. So we usually, with pre-COVID, we had our annual all-white best friend brunch. But of course, because of COVID, and it was beautiful, and everything was in white. Everybody was dressed in white, and we had a brunch, and we had a jazz band. So we played games. So that was actually nice. So we're looking forward to doing our second one, but I think I'm going to push it to March of 2022 just to make sure. COVID is totally under control, where you bring your best friend, y'all come out and play games. We do best friend games and, listen to good music and good brunch. So that's our next thing coming up. But some of our 2021 initiatives that we have to finish off for the year with our partners are like, we have One More Time. We sponsored dinner for Genesis Shelter a couple times this year. So our initiatives, we said we would do it 3 times. So we have One More Time, to do that. We have the coat drives coming up and the toy drives and the pillow drive, all those things coming up in November, December. And and also back to school. We'll have a back to school drive for that'll be big Genesis. Like I said, and the baby shower is coming up tomorrow, but they're always accepting diapers. They're always in need of diapers. So I'll just get on Amazon and make sure they have what they need. So we have a lot of different things. Like you said, our website is busy. So we have a lot of different that, like I said, I'm trying to keep up with myself. That's why I need an assistant. That's what I need an assistant. So I have to go check my calendar to make sure I don't miss a date. And then we have coming up next month at the children's shelter where we're just going to sponsor the arts and crafts and a pizza party. So we're going to donate the pizzas and the arts and crafts, and the staff are going to do it where normally we would go in actually and do like our little mentorship program. But since COVID, we can't go back to their facilities until July.
Okay.
So that's what we have coming up.
How do you manage it all?
Lord only knows. God's grace. I just have to, I kind of prioritize based on what I have known between work and then as my husband says, I try to take on too much. So I try, and I still have one of my deficiencies for my stroke. It's still like memory issues. So I have to write down every single thing and not overwhelm myself, or else it'll kind of set off my brain to go like, okay, sit down somewhere. So I just calendar prioritize. This is coming up. Okay, I got to do this. This is coming up. I have to do this. So this is coming up. So that's why you pay somebody, like I said, to do my policies to make sure we're in line with the RS. So just getting in line. So I'm asking God to send me somebody that's going to be my assistant that can volunteer their time and help me get it right.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yes.
You are the example of to whom much is given, much is required, and you are definitely doing that. So I find it a privilege to even have you on this show. This is awesome.
Thank you. I'm honored that you asked me to be on here.
Yes, yes. And I know you have so many programs, so we won't go through all of them, but do you have one or two that you feel have been most successful? And if so, why?
I would think the one that we have built the most rapport with would be like just giving back to the Strong Foundation. Like I said, when they're in need, when they're out of washing powder, because it's a big facility, they're out of washing powder, shampoo, razors, like we've been there, or pillows and sheet drives, toy drives. So that was the one. And then we've got a chance to actually go in and get to know the children. So of course they change everything. So when we go back, of course, it'll be a new set of kids, but just going in there a couple of times throughout the quarter gives you got to report with those kids. So, you want to see them, succeed, and you want them to be successful in life, and their parents as well. So I think I would say that's the most, I guess, rewarding and successful one, I would say, doing for them.
Okay. And then of that, just, thinking, if someone wanted to get to know your organization better, what are the best ways they can learn more?
They can go to our website on friendshipisnewpretty.org, and you can kind of see what we do in the community, or if you're interested in being a volunteer, or if you're interested in being an actual member, you can go to friendshipisnewpretty.org. You can follow us on Facebook at Friendship is New Pretty 2. Instagram is Friendship is New Pretty. Twitter is Fit is the New Pretty. And so this is the picture with with some of my members, because all of them could make it, that we did at the JW Marriott. So we had a great weekend. So we normally do monthly mixtures where we just come out and empower each other. And a lot of the ladies own their own businesses. So we try to support, their businesses, So like I said, last year I had a goal. So I supported, like in my Friendships New Pretty group on Facebook, I do Post Your Business Link Wednesday. So I had a goal. I supported last year like 50 different small businesses, and I encourage the other ladies that are in the group to do the same. You have to buy these products anyway. Why not support somebody who's already selling it? Instead of going to Amazon or Target, you can buy these products from these ladies. So that was my goal for last year. I have a goal for this year as well, so I try to make sure I support each and every one. But we actually have new products coming out on our website. I've been supporting other people's, but now we have our new T-shirts coming out, and we have our new planners, which I think would be a nice gift for you to actually give to one of your friends, because it has like little sayings in there, and best friend sayings for best friends, and it's really pretty. I think so. So, and of course, some of the proceeds go back to buy more products, and then the other portion of the proceeds go to the nonprofit organization, Friendships New Pretty too. So that's on our Shopify. I forgot to give you that site, but yeah, check us out. You can go to that Shopify page from our actual Facebook page, Friendships New Pretty too. So yes.
Okay. And then the ladies that were on that picture, I
Mm-hmm.
love the picture with the t-shirt, with the shirts and the matching mask. Are
Mm-hmm.
those are those shirts available for purchase?
So
Just curious.
So what we have for purchase are actually going to be short sleeve shirts with that same logo. And then the
Okay.
masks were given to all members. So if you're a member, I definitely have masks. I have received the last shipping of it. So like when I get my people sign up, I give my members, it's a yellow volunteer Friendship New Pretty t-shirt, and then they'll get the mask and a bag. So those are things. So that was just the shirt that we have for those photos.
I love that shirt. I love that shirt.
Yeah.
And I think that's so cute. Everybody was just coordinated together. It's a beautiful picture.
Thank you. Thank you. I have a vision and I run with it. That's like, yes, this is what I want to look like.
It looks good. It looks good.
Thank you.
For those who may have come on the line late, can you please explain the Amazon thing again? Because I got a pen and some paper and I'm writing it down because everybody has an Amazon account. So I just think you need
Exactly.
to know this
Exactly.
information. So
So
I'm ready.
okay, so Amazon will donate 0.5% of your whatever you purchase. Amazon will donate that back to the nonprofit organization. So you have to go on Amazon Smile. So once you go on Amazon Smile, it'll actually turn your regular Amazon account into an Amazon Smile account, which is the same thing. They just have two different platforms. So once you actually do that, then it will automatically appear. You select Friendships New Pretty 2 as your charity of choice. And then once you automatically do it once, every time you order, it'll be there. You won't have to do it again. So it'll just appear. You'll see after your orders, Amazon donated $1.83 to Friendships New Pretty. Amazon donated $2.50 because, like I said, it's 0.5%. But if you have a lot of people doing it, eventually can add up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The more, the merrier. And like you said,
Right.
it may be 0.5%, but every penny counts and every penny adds up and it becomes dollars.
Exactly.
Okay. Awesome. So I guess, is there anything else that you want people to know about your organization and the initiatives you support?
So just know, like, if you're in our area, you want to fly in and have a girls' night weekend, we're having our Founders Day. We'll be celebrating 2 years on May the 8th at the Aloft Hotel, San Antonio Aloft Hotel here in San Antonio from 7 to 9 p.m. We'll have a live DJ. It'll be games, it'll be appetizers, it'll be networking, mixers, and, mixing with other people and just find out organizational information. So come out and find out about the organization and meet some awesome men and women. It's open to men and women.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And I just wanted to, I was thinking about you I know these breaks have been quick, but yes, thank you for posting that up because I think for those that can see, they can see all the information on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and the website. So everything is there. And feel free to speak it again for those that may just be listening instead of watching.
Yes, our website is friendshipisthenewpretty.org. You can put in that, or you can do the, https://friendshipisnewpretty.org, but it'll come up either way. So if you're interested in finding out about volunteering, if you're interested in finding out what we actually do in the community, we have, pictures on the website. We tell you who we partner with and things we've done in the community. Please go check us out. Or if you're just interested in being a volunteer, like I said, our vision statement is to become a nationally known brand name. So when I did a podcast with some ladies that were in New York, they was like, we would love to have a chapter here. And I was like, so we coming. Once we get everything established. So, I got somebody who wants to be a director there. So yeah, we're coming. So we're in 2 cities right now, Dallas and San Antonio.
I believe that. And I was thinking about you, and your heart is so giving. And I was in my word today and I saw this and I thought I would just give this to you real quick. It's Numbers 6:24-26. May the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord smile on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you his favor and give you his peace.
Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time to be on my show. It has been an honor for you to grace your presence with us. Miss Laurie Julian, President and founder of Friendship is the New Pretty 2 Incorporated.
Thank you for having me. Have a blessed day.
Oh, awesome. We greatly appreciate you. And before I go, I just want to say to everybody that if you are on Instagram, please connect to my IG Live. It is tonight at 9 p.m. as I top off the night with the final serving of health and wellness in the area of feminine health care. And for men out there, please don't shy away from this topic. As I stated earlier, women give birth to boys and girls who grow up and become men and women. So you also need to know about this information if you have important women in your life. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this segment of The Recipe with Mrs. Laurie Julian, President and founder of Friendship is the New Pretty 2 Incorporated. See you all next time on The Recipe as I bring you all of the ingredients for living your best life. Thank you so much.
And the packaging, it says Jewel on it. And she sent me so many different, it's for moderate flow, heavy flow. Hold on. And this was my favorite.
That is my favorite. That is my favorite.
I can always appreciate an overnight, but what I was really impressed by was the length, how long it was.
And how it's not as thick.
If you guys still get those healthy friends, sometimes that thing could just be out of control and never do what you asked it to do. It'd be all over the place. But honestly, I had absolutely no problems at all. And I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate this product so good, because a lot of people, they want to send you stuff, and it's like, okay, you want to believe in everybody, but everybody's product is not a good product, especially something when it comes to feminine hygiene and sanitary this and you got to be very careful, because sometimes, whatever the stuff is made with, it don't always agree with your body chemistry. But I had absolutely no problems, and I wouldn't even say this if I didn't mean it. I gave the girls in my podcast, they use it. My podcast member, she don't even use sanitary napkins. She's like a tampon girl. Mm-hmm. But she really appreciated this, and I thought, I have to tell you this. I couldn't wait to get on here to tell you this. So for everybody that's on here that's still going through them, getting those monthly visits to this, please support Dr. Finnie's business. I tried it myself, and I loved it.
Wow.
Thank you.